Okay, chaps, well, this is a video in response to news that this week it was announced that they've discovered Oliver Cromwell's 1527 Book of Hours, which is thought to be the only object from any Tudor portrait to have survived to the day. And, well, whilst I don't have a book from the Tudor period with me, what I do have is almost an equivalent from 1770. So it's not a Bible, and it is, according to the frontispiece. Here we go, let's just have a look. Can we focus in on the date? Will it do that for me? Right there, look, 1770. So it is the Book of Common Prayer and Administration of the Sacraments and other rites and ceremonies of the Church according to the use of the Church of England, together with Psalter or Psalms of David, appointed as they are to be sung or said in churches. And look at that wonderful spelling of sung and said. Fung and fed. Fung and fed. So this book, just so you know, I found in a rubbish heap in about 1998, 1999 in Hove, and in amongst that there was services for the Holy Week of Easter 1883. So this had clearly come from the Chapel Royal in Brighton and probably not used for about 110 years or so prior to me finding it again. Now, what I want to direct your attention to is all of this wonderful stuff. So the proper lessons to be read at the morning and evening prayers on the Sundays throughout the year. So it's got all of the dates in here, just like the Book of Hours would, and the times: Christmas Day, on Wednesdays, Good Friday. So it picks out some of the big ones as well, but you'll see first Sunday on the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th, and the 6th. So bear in mind this was printed in 1770, but it has a calendar. For January has 31 days, it says, morning prayer, evening prayer on the 1st, the 2nd and the 3rd, and it shows you what's to be taught and sung on each day of the month. Okay, the lessons are marked all in there, and it even says, in every leap year, it says 29 days in February. So 28 or 29 in the leap years, and it goes through all of this. Now, that's interesting enough, but the point with this is that we'll see, hopefully in a moment if I get the right page, that it takes us through each and every year right up until 1899. So look, right there, another table to find Easter till the year 1899 inclusive. Is that showing up? So remember, this was printed in 1770, and it's a forecast all the way up until 1899. Table of movable feasts for 52 years, according to the foregoing calendar. And we can flip this around. It's got all of the dates here, 1752, all the way up till 1804 down here. So it's quite a forecast. I think this is amazing. It says table to find Easter from the year 1900 to 2199 inclusive. So, gosh, I hope you can see this, guys. Look, this is a book printed in 1770 with the hours that run up until 2199. 2199. I mean, we're what? 2022 right now. So that's another 170 years forecast in a book printed, and again, 1770. So I love this. This is crazy good for a forecast. So years of our Lord, 71, 8500. So it goes backwards as well. Not only does it go forward, it goes backwards in time. It's just nuts, the golden numbers, all right, for you mathematicians out there. All right, so is this not one of the most amazing little things ever? So I can flick through a chunk of this: the 14th day after Trinity, purification of St. Mary's, the communion, blah, 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 blah. But what I want to get through to, and it is falling apart, I know that. It was found in a rubbish tip. And what can I do about that? Not a whole ton. I want to just see if I've got a silk marker here, see if that means anything. Bible bugs. No. What does it say? Why was the bug Bible so called? Because of the translation of verse 5 from Psalm 91, this nickname was applied to the first complete English Bible printed in 1535. The verse read, "Thou shalt not need to be afraid of any bugs by night." In the authorized version of the Bible, which dates from 1611, the words are, "Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night." You ever heard that before? Look at that. Awesome. So, this isn't the bug Bible. No. What date did they say on that? Well, anyway, whatever. Bible bugs. Alright, okay, so one thing I like about this, can I go backwards? Is it going to show me? I'm sure I had picked out a much nicer one than this. Maybe we'll come back to that. But look, a form of prayer, look there, Gunpowder Treason. A form of prayer with thanksgiving to be used yearly upon the 5th day of November for the happy deliverance of King James I and the 3 estates of England from the most treacherous and bloody intended massacre by gunpowder, and also for the happy arrival of His Majesty King William on this day, for the deliverance of our church and nation. All with the wonderful spellings and what have you. Massacre. And the 3 estates of England. I'm wondering if that actually means Scotland, Ireland and Wales being the 3 estates of England. But Gunpowder Treason. So we've got a 4-page treatise on that. And then the next one, look at this. A form of prayer with fasting to be used yearly upon the 30th of January, being the day of the martyrdom of the blessed King Charles I, to implore the mercy of God that neither the guilt of that sacred and innocent blood, nor those other sins by which God was provoked to deliver upon us and our King in the hands of cruel and unreasonable men, may at any time hereafter be visited upon us or our posterity. It's that crazy spelling, isn't it? So, the martyr King Charles. So, where's that other one that I've got leafed out that I want to show? This. All right, okay. So again, I'm really relying on my camera being able to pick some of this up for you guys. But at the court at Kensington, December the 3rd, 1696, present the King's most excellent Majesty and Council, upon the humble petitions of N. Brady and N. Tate, this day read at the board, setting forth the petitioners have with their untold care and industry completed a new version of the Psalms of David in English metre, fitted for public use, and humbly praying His Majesty's royal allowance that the version may be used in such congregations as think fit to receive it. His Majesty, taking the same into his royal consideration, is pleased to order in council that the said new version of the Psalms, that's this, guys, in English metre, be the same is hereby allowed and permitted to be used in the churches, chapels and congregations as shall think fit to receive the same. All right, so here it is. Isn't that cool? This book was sort of given the green light by the King himself at the time, back in 1696. So King James, really, I mean, look at this. Isn't it lovely? Those beautiful things at the top of the page there. All right, okay, so it's not the grandest thing in the world. It's not as old as, of course, the Book of Hours that they've discovered this week that belonged to Thomas Cromwell and was painted by Hans Holbein. I think it was the younger. But still, this is pretty awesome. the London in the year 1562 avoiding differences of opinion. Well, I'm sorry, I'm just getting carried away looking at some of this stuff. But I wanted to just share that these things still float about, and as of 1998, 1999, could easily be found in a rubbish tip in Hove in Sussex. So there you go, guys. That's my little contribution to this week's amazing news about that book being found. All right, guys, stay awesome, be cool, keep being hippies and all of that good stuff. All the best. Bye.